Good morning, everyone. The Caribbean region faces significant challenges related to climate change, land degradation, and water resources management. Regional projects such as IWCAM and IWECO have recognized the need for regional collaborative approaches in addressing these issues. Today, I introduce to you two pivotal digital solutions designed to improve watershed management. My name is Ken Thomas. I'm an MPhil student in Natural Resource Management at the Center for Resource Management and Environmental Studies, University of West Indies, Cayville campus. This is Caribbean Watershed Nexus and IslandSheds, digital solutions for future water security planning and action. This is an overview of what we will look at and explore in this presentation. Caribbean small island development states rely on healthy watersheds for fresh water, agriculture, and biodiversity. However, climate change is putting significant pressure on our watersheds. Protecting them is vital, and advancing regional level work in integrated watershed management is indeed beneficial to Caribbean resilience. These are some of the challenges faced by watershed managers, researchers, and decision makers in the Caribbean. Just to point out a few: data gaps, low quality data, inaccessible data sets, fragmented storage of information. Let's look a little deeper into the fragmented nature of watershed management in the Caribbean. Across the region, there's fragmentation in research and policy, with each country working individually. Some countries have completed their watershed management policies, some countries have not. Some countries have national watershed maps, while others do not. And there's the general lack of standardized watershed datasets. Improvements to Caribbean watershed management can be beneficial to countries in attaining many of the Sustainable Development Goals. I highlight Goal 6. All Caribbean nations face the challenge of delivering adequate, clean, potable water supply and sanitation that is reasonably priced and sustainable to their people. Watershed management places a pivotal role in protecting water supplies from the source to the sea. I highlight Goal 13. Source to sea approaches adapt entire ecosystems, connects all aspects of environmental management for climate resilience. Therefore, watershed management and watershed resilience is climate resilience. Our approach to improving sustainable watershed management is called Caribbean Watershed Nexus and focuses on using open source data resources to unify watershed knowledge, research, and collaboration both internally and externally. This approach involves two interventions: the Caribbean Watershed Nexus platform and IslandSheds. Let's explore one intervention further: IslandSheds. IslandSheds is a cross-platform, open-source software package that gives access to standardized watershed maps and data and integrates seamlessly into project workflows. IslandSheds allows users to download watersheds of an entire country or to download specific watersheds in a country using only a few lines of code. On the right is a demonstration of the watershed map of mainland St. Vincent, downloaded using IslandSheds. IslandSheds is currently fully functional in Python language and can be found on pypy.org. It can be installed directly through terminal using pip install IslandSheds and implemented using import IslandSheds. And the R language implementation is currently under review by CRAN. Once the code is run, this slide displays the prompt flow of IslandSheds. As you answer each question, it zeroes in and downloads your request. The country pathway of IslandSheds allows a user to download a specific country's watersheds. The single watershed pathway allows a user to download a specific watershed. The user can then choose a directory and a CRS. Due to the different available CRS across the region, WGS84 is the baseline CRS, but this can be changed in normal prompts of IslandSheds. These are two examples of IslandSheds outputs: a full island watershed map, Tobago and all its watersheds, and a single watershed, Millet Bay, Grenada. Now I perform a simple example of using IslandSheds. In 30 seconds, the code you see before you will download all of Tobago's watersheds and calculate their area. And just like that, all the areas, all the watersheds in Tobago. Sorry. Now we go to our second intervention. Have you ever imagined a WebGIS system where you can explore articles and reports on Caribbean watersheds directly from their map location? By simply zooming into your watershed of interest, you can access uploaded research links or articles conducted there. This is essentially what the Caribbean Watershed Nexus platform will be like: a public participatory tool specifically for Caribbean watersheds. This flowchart on the right shows the general flow of the WebGIS platform: a fully functional user account, experience, and a dashboard as displayed on the left picture. The CWWA dashboard includes a news feed of regional watershed news, a map to find watersheds and their research, and a fully integrated IslandSheds, so users can download not only research, but the watersheds too. Now, how can these tools be applied to support sustainable watershed management? Here are some examples. Many agencies, NGOs, CSOs, and local governments have recognized the importance of creating climate champions and stewarding environmental conversations at an early stage. By integrating watershed knowledge into core curriculum for schools, we build not stewards of single villages, but groups of communities that span from ridge to reef, working together for a better, more resilient future. Imagine a child saying, "Mommy, you know our village is in Tobago West Watershed?" Or, "Daddy, we can't throw that in the river because it will affect the turtles in Grafton Bay." That was the My Watershed, My Home intervention. The IslandSheds can also play an important role in the logistics of watershed management. CSOs, NGOs can easily delineate their target watersheds, their areas of interest, and align themselves with national climate resilience efforts while encouraging others to fill in the gaps. Now, where does this interest in watershed stories come from? I am from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. My country has lost some of its 1980s watershed research. One specific document I have spent a decade of my life to locate and have so far been unsuccessful. The work of yesterday and today must inform what we do tomorrow, and the data we collect and must find a safe and accessible space to be stored. Caribbean Watershed Nexus plays the integral role in giving users that ability to upload or link important research for the Caribbean. In the grand scheme of things, there will always be challenges. Some are securing a commitment and collaboration with partners, lack of standards in data and watershed management. For example, legacy paper maps, competing watershed maps, no watershed maps for some countries, watersheds with no labels like St. Lucia, and other missing information. An additional challenge is the long-term funding and increasing stakeholder engagement in using these apps. We can overcome these barriers using our partnerships with regional and international agencies that incorporate these solutions and work towards improving the standards across the region. As I prepare to wrap up, Caribbean watershed management must evolve to meet our current climate change challenges, embrace digital solutions, collaborate, participate, and standardize, recognize past advancements, reduce wastage of limited resources, empower our researchers and decision makers with the information to make ridge-to-reef decisions. There exists a nexus between climate resilience and watershed data. Open source watershed data encourages accessibility that inspires more informed watershed management practices and public participation that fosters a stronger community focus on preserving watersheds. We all know the challenges of watershed management, but this provides an avenue for stakeholder responsibility and accountability in the preserving of our watersheds. The next stages of these digital solutions and watershed management is making them even more available, accessible, and inclusive. I see these solutions as part of Watershed 3.0. What comes after IWCAM and IWECO? How do we integrate these regional and international initiatives together? What is the next for the Caribbean and its watersheds? Finally, bringing these solutions to CWWA was primarily to encourage the participation of nations in IslandSheds, and thereby improving the availability and quality of watershed data in our region. This is the status of Caribbean countries in IslandSheds package. Let's work together to build this solution for all of us.